Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Here's Mobley following the bucket by the Celtics. Porzingis putting it over and finished off by Brown.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Off target with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Brown, defended by Allen. Back to Porzingis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Banked in off the glass.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Here's White. Nice move. Holiday, no one around him. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite three-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all five guys communicating and working together defensively. Big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David. Stolen by Mitchell. Cleveland moving it around. Here's the three. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got five now.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Cavaliers trail by 3. .146 left in the first quarter. And here's Garland for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 7.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Pass to Tatum. Holiday with it. Guarded by Garland. White wide open. He fires. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brown wide open. He fires. Gets to the corner and buries it. Brown's got his second bucket.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
Outside Garland. Allen outside. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Hunter driving in. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Holiday. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Right side Porzingis. Second chance shot. And that one is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And another miss by Cleveland. Tatum on the wing. Shoots the three. That shot misses. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Here's Holiday. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The assist. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. On the wing, Holiday. Here's White. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good. Wow, missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that.
Now, here's Brown. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. From the line, the shot by Holiday, no good. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Hunter. Cleveland moving it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Mobley. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Screen by Porzingis. Tatum no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Mobley. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Assist from
And now it's just a 4-point Boston lead. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Tatum a screen. Whoa! Tatum capping off the alley-oop.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops. Has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And stolen by Hunter. Mobley outside. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Mitchell outside. Takes it inside. And here's Garland for three. That miss is his fourth this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. Pass to Porzingis. Now here is Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. The three from Tatum. It doesn't go for him. On its way from Hunter for two. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Boston leading by 6. Now here's Brown. There's the drive. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And Derek White picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Mitchell right side. Takes a three.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player. Positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
Dan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
And taken away by Brown. And he drops it in from the low post. Brown's got 6 points.
Well, we just saw both sides of Brown's game. He can affect the game multiple ways. It's why he's such a good player.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Jerome. Still without a basket. Jacks up a three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's White. And there it is for him. White's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the lobby.
Here's Strus. Out to the right wing. Here's Jerome. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Tatum. Here's Brown. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Hunter with it. He's picked up by White. .151 left in the third quarter. Pass to Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Strus. Still yet to score. Drills the three-pointer.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's White. Excellent D there from Allen.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Left side, Tatum. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Porzingis. To the paint. Out to White. A pass to Porzingis. It's stolen. Pass to Wade. Hunter, bounce pass. Here's Jerome. And Boston with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
Here's Strus. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Strus has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
White, a good look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. White's got 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And so it's Boston in control with the 9th.
The Cavaliers, 31.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Strus in the corner. It's Strus on the wing. No good on the 3. And Boston has possession. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Tatum looking around. The putback. Okeke grabs the miss. And here's Cleveland. The wide open shot from Strus. And it's off from 3-point range. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
At the line, Jason Tatum.
And that one falls for Tatum. Dan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Porzingis can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
A kick out to Mobley. That 3 off the mark. Celtics leading by 11. Oh, Tatum in position. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. And Allen with the slam.
Assisted.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
To the inside. It's stolen by Strus. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. Here's Tatum. The 19-footer is on the money. Tatum's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. Celtics leading by 12. Tatum drives in.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim?
Pass to Garland. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by White. And here's Strus. Back to Mobley. 4 on the shot clock. Over Tatum. Mobley misses. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
To Porzingis. Back to Brown. Holiday with it. Brown outside. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. There's 1:26 left in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Boston.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
And that one drops.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Porzingis. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Tatum with it. In the air. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going